Countries where Canadians feel rich right now. There's a specific feeling I want to talk about. It's not arrogance. It's not showing off. It's that moment when you realize that the money you normally stress about, the money you count and recount and budget and agonize over, suddenly goes so much further than you expected. It's the feeling of checking out of a hotel after 3 nights and the bill is $45. It's the feeling of ordering everything on the menu just to try it and the total is $9. I want you to feel that. And I'm going to show you exactly where to go to find it. We need to talk about the Canadian dollar for a second. Right now, 1 Canadian dollar buys about 72 cents American. That's painful when you're booking a hotel in Miami or buying anything priced in US. But that same Canadian dollar buys roughly 9,900 Vietnamese dong, 3,200 Colombian pesos, and about 2.5 Georgian lari. The math in those countries is not painful. It's the opposite of painful. Number 10 on this list is Vietnam. And I want to start here because I think it's the most reliable, most consistent, most livable budget destination in the world right now for Canadians. Hoi An was the specific city that broke my brain. For $35 a night, I had a boutique hotel room with a pool. The town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with ancient merchant houses, lantern-lit streets, and a beach a 10-minute bike ride away. Daily budget including accommodation, 3 meals, transport, and a couple of drinks, about 55 Canadian dollars. Colombia comes in at number 9, and I specifically want to push back on the people who still think Colombia is dangerous. Medellin was ranked one of the most innovative cities in the world. The infrastructure is modern, the food scene is incredible, and the exchange rate makes you feel like you've been given a superpower. A beautiful apartment in the Poblado neighborhood, the hip tree-lined area full of restaurants and cafes, rents for about 1,200 Canadian dollars a month. My hotel room for 1 night there cost $21. Georgia, the country, not the state, deserves to be much higher up on every list than it currently is. Number 8. Tbilisi is one of the most architecturally fascinating cities I have ever stood in. A place where Soviet brutalism and ancient churches and Persian influences and modern wine bars all exist in the same city block. The food is staggering. Khinkali, which are these dense Georgian dumplings filled with spiced meat and broth, cost about $4 for a plate of 10. A bottle of local wine at a restaurant, $5. A taxi across the entire city, $2. Albania is number 7, and I keep coming back to this country because almost no one from Canada goes here, which means the infrastructure is still genuine and the prices are still real. The Albanian Riviera has beaches that look like the Greek islands because it is literally right next to Greece, same coastline, same water, same sun, but a fraction of the cost. A beachfront room, $20 a night. A grilled fish dinner on a terrace above the sea, $12. The whole day, under 40 Canadian dollars. Morocco at number 6. The magic here is not just the price, it's the density of experience you get per dollar spent. 1 day in Marrakech can take you through a spice market, where sacks of saffron and cumin and rose petals are stacked to the ceiling, to a rooftop cafe looking out over the city, to a hammam where someone scrubs approximately 6 months of your life off your skin, to a dinner of lamb slow cooked with preserved lemon and olives that you will think about for years. Total cost of that day, including the riot room, about 60 Canadian dollars. Mexico City is number 5, and I think it's one of the most underrated cities on the planet for Canadians right now. Direct flights from most Canadian cities, no crazy jet lag. A food culture so serious that Mexico City has more Michelin-recommended restaurants than almost any city in the Americas. And the cost? A room in the Roma or Condesa neighborhoods, the coolest parts of the city, runs about $50 to $80 Canadian a night for something really nice. Street tacos, 70 cents each. A mezcal at a bar, $3. Bali, Indonesia, at number 4. I want to be honest with you, the tourist zones of Bali, Kuta, Seminyak, the Instagram villa areas, are no longer the jaw-dropping bargain they once were. But step away from those areas, go to Ubud, go to Canggu, go to the north of the island, and suddenly you're back in a world where a private villa with a pool costs $50 a night and a bowl of nasi goreng with fresh fruit juice for breakfast is $2. Peru is number 3, and I want to talk about value in a different way here, not just price, but experience per dollar. The Cusco region contains some of the most extraordinary human achievement on Earth. The Sacred Valley, the salt mines at Maras, the ruins of Ollantaytambo, and yes, Machu Picchu, all within a few hours of each other. A comfortable guest house in Cusco, $30 a night. The train to Aguascalientes, the town below Machu Picchu, $30 return. Peru punches so far above its price point, it's almost unfair. Number 2 is Egypt, and this is the one that will genuinely make you feel the wealthiest. The Egyptian pound has been through a significant depreciation, which is difficult for Egyptians, but means Canadian dollars go extraordinarily far. A Nile cruise, an actual overnight boat trip down the Nile past Luxor and Karnak, costs as low as 80 Canadian dollars for several nights, meals included. The historical density of Egypt is unmatched on Earth. You can see the pyramids of Giza, the temples of Luxor, the Valley of the Kings, and the stunning Aswan region, all for what a long weekend in Montreal would cost you. And number 1, the country where Canadians feel most financially empowered right now is Vietnam, specifically the northern regions and the less visited Central Coast. I put Vietnam at both ends of this list because the range of experience it offers is so broad. In the far north, in the mountains around Sapa and Ha Giang, you can rent a motorbike for $5 a day and ride through landscapes that look like someone assembled the most dramatic parts of every mountain range on Earth. Homestay with a local family, dinner included, $12. Vietnam does not just stretch your Canadian dollar. It makes it feel like a completely different currency.